Hello, fellow soap enthusiasts. Welcome back to TV Soap News and Spoilers, your ultimate destination for all things dramatic, heart-wrenching, and utterly addictive in the world of daytime television. I'm your host today, diving headfirst into the swirling vortex of speculation that's been gripping fans across the globe. Today, we're turning our spotlight on one of the most enigmatic and beloved characters in the soap universe, Anita. Oh, Anita, that fierce, resilient woman who's weathered more storms than a lighthouse on a rocky coast. But lately, something feels off. Something is simmering within Anita, a quiet undercurrent that's threatening to erupt into a full-blown tidal wave of tragedy. The big question on everyone's lips: does Anita have cancer? And why on earth do we think so? Let's peel back the layers, explore the clues, and speculate wildly, because that's what we do best here at TV Soap News and Spoilers. And while we're at it, we'll tackle whether this heart-stopping storyline is unfolding in the iconic world of Beyond the Gates, that sprawling saga of family secrets, betrayals, and unbreakable bonds. First things first, let's set the stage. For those who might be new to the soap scene or need a quick refresher, Beyond the Gates has been captivating audiences since its debut, weaving tales of the affluent Harrington family and their entangled lives in the opulent yet treacherous city of Eldridge. Anita Harrington, portrayed with such raw intensity by the incomparable actress Elena Vasquez, is the matriarch who's seen it all. She's the glue holding our fractured family together, the voice of reason amid chaos, and the bearer of secrets that could topple empires. But in recent episodes, Anita's demeanor has shifted. It's subtle at first, a lingering glance, a sigh that's a tad too heavy, but for eagle-eyed viewers like us, it's screaming volumes. Something is simmering within Anita, a hidden turmoil that's bubbling just beneath her polished exterior. It's not the usual family drama or romantic entanglement. This feels personal, visceral, and potentially life-altering. Let's rewind a bit and trace the breadcrumbs that have led us to this chilling speculation. Lately, Anita has been frequently talking about going for follow-up appointments at the hospital. Remember that scene in episode 478, where she's chatting with her confidant, Dr. Elena Ramirez, over a cup of chamomile tea in the Harrington Mansion's sun-drenched conservatory? Anita casually drops, "I have another follow-up at the hospital next week, just to be sure everything's ticking along." But her eyes, oh, those eyes, they betray a flicker of fear, a shadow that no amount of perfectly applied mascara can hide. And it's not just one-off mentions. This has become a recurring theme in conversations with her children, her husband, even the nosy neighbor Mrs. Whitaker. Anita weaves in these hospital visits like they're as mundane as picking up dry cleaning. But we know better. In the soap world, nothing is ever mundane. These appointments are red flags waving furiously in the wind, signaling that all is not well in Anita's world. Adding fuel to the fire are the blood tests she's mentioned. Blood tests, in the lexicon of soap operas, blood tests are the harbingers of doom. They're not just routine checkups. They're plot devices loaded with potential catastrophe. Anita confides in her daughter Sophia during a tense family dinner. "The doctor wants more blood work, you know, to check my levels." Levels? What levels? The vagueness is deliberate, designed to tease us, the audience, into a frenzy of guesswork. Is it anemia, fatigue from the endless family feuds, or something far more sinister? We've seen this playbook before in classics like General Hospital or The Young and the Restless, where a simple blood draw spirals into diagnoses that shatter lives. Anita's references to these tests aren't throwaway lines. They're carefully planted seeds, germinating into a storyline that's poised to bloom into heartbreak. And let's not forget the doctor's appointments peppered throughout her dialogues. These aren't your garden variety annual physicals. Anita describes them with a mix of nonchalance and underlying tension, as if she's trying to convince herself more than anyone else that it's no big deal. In one particularly poignant moment, she's on the phone with her specialist, her voice steady, but her hands trembling as she clutches the receiver. "Yes, doctor, I'll be there for the appointment. No, I haven't noticed any new symptoms yet." The "yeah" hangs in the air like a storm cloud pregnant with implication. Why the frequency? Why the secrecy? And neither, ever the stoic pillar, isn't one to broadcast her vulnerabilities. But these slips in conversation are cracking her facade. It's as if the writers are slowly unraveling her, thread by thread, preparing us for a revelation that could redefine her character arc. Now, context is key here. Most of the stress from Barbara's case has finally dissipated. Barbara Anita's estranged sister, whose scandalous affair and subsequent legal battle had the entire Harrington clan in turmoil for months. Barbara's case was a whirlwind of courtroom drama, leaked secrets, and family rifts that tested everyone's limits. Anita was at the center of it all, mediating, supporting, and sacrificing her own well-being to keep the peace. With Barbara exonerated and the dust settling, one might expect Anita to bask in the relief, perhaps plan a luxurious spa retreat, or rekindle her passion for painting. But no, instead, she's channeling that newfound calm into health vigilance. She simply wants to make sure her engine is still running smoothly and perfectly. That's her words, "Fix my engine." It's a quirky, endearing Anitaism, likening her body to a well-oiled machine. But in the context of soaps, metaphors like this are laced with irony. Engines falter, they break down, and sometimes they require major overhauls. Anita's insistence on these checkups post-Barbara saga suggests that the stress didn't just vanish, it left scars, perhaps manifesting in ways she can't ignore. But here's where the drama escalates. No, Anita's health is not just in minor trouble, it's in deep, murky waters, and the doctor needs to do more tests. We've seen the signs building: fatigue that she brushes off as just a long day, a subtle weight loss attributed to watching her figure, and those nagging headaches she pops pills for in private. The writers have been masterful in layering these symptoms, making them seem innocuous at first, but increasingly ominous. In episode 492, Anita collapses briefly in the garden, blaming it on the heat. But her pale complexion and labored breathing tell a different story. The doctor, portrayed with grave concern by veteran actor Marcus Hale, insists on further diagnostic scans, biopsies, the works. It's the classic soap setup. The initial reassurance followed by the dreaded "we need to run more tests." Fans, we've been here before. Remember when Victor Newman on The Young and the Restless faced his health scare? Or Brooke Logan's mysterious ailments on The Bold and the Beautiful? These plot lines thrive on the slow burn, building tension until the inevitable explosion. And then, the bombshell. Anita receives a shocking call. Picture this: it's a rainy afternoon in Eldridge, the kind where thunder rumbles like distant artillery. Anita's in her study, surrounded by family portraits that mock her solitude. The phone rings, shattering the silence. She answers, her face draining of color as the voice on the other end delivers news that hits like a freight train. Could this be related to her health? Absolutely, we think so. The timing is too perfect, too orchestrated. In soaps, phone calls are never benign. They're conduits for life-changing revelations. Is it the doctor with preliminary results, a specialist confirming suspicions, or perhaps a loved one who's intercepted bad news? The speculation is endless, but the undercurrent is clear. This call is the pivot point, the moment where Anita's simmering secret boils over. Do we think this story will unfold? Without a doubt. Soap operas are built on personal tragedies that test characters' mettle, and Anita's arc screams for this kind of depth. She's been the rock for so long, now it's time for her to crumble, only to rise stronger, or perhaps not. The writers love to humanize their heroes, stripping away invincibility to reveal fragility, and unfold it does. Anita receives the results. She has cancer. There, I said it. The word hangs heavy, doesn't it? Cancer, the insidious villain that has claimed so many soap lives, from the poignant to the melodramatic. In Beyond the Gates, this diagnosis would fit seamlessly, echoing real-life struggles while amplifying them for maximum emotional impact. Imagine the scenes: Anita staring at the report, her world blurring through tears. The family gathering, shockwaves rippling through relationships, treatments, side effects, The fight for survival, it's a gold mine for drama. But let's pause and ask, why do we think she has cancer specifically? It's not just wild guessing. It's pieced together from the clues. The blood tests could indicate abnormal cell counts or markers like CA1 to 5, common in oncology. The follow-ups suggest monitoring for progression. The shocking call aligns with delivering biopsy results. And in the soap genre, cancer storylines are perennial favorites because they're relatable, allowing for explorations of mortality, family dynamics, and resilience. Think of how Days of Our Lives handled Kayla's leukemia, or All My Children's take on Mona's breast cancer. These arcs aren't just plot fillers, they're emotional juggernauts that hook viewers. Now, the million-dollar question, does this story take place in Beyond the Gates? Oh, absolutely, we believe it does. Beyond the Gates has always excelled at blending high society glamour with gritty personal battles. Eldridge, with its gleaming skyscrapers and hidden alleys, is the perfect backdrop for Anita's ordeal. The hospital scenes would unfold in the state-of-the-art Eldridge Memorial, where doctors mingle with the elite, adding layers of intrigue. Could a rival family exploit her weakness? Might a long-lost relative emerge as a donor? The possibilities are endless. Critics might argue it's too cliché. But in soaps, clichés are comfort food, familiar yet endlessly reinventable. To expand on this, let's delve into Anita's backstory for context. Born into modest means, Anita clawed her way up, marrying into the Harrington fortune. Her life has been a tapestry of triumphs and trials. The loss of her first child, the betrayal by her husband Edward in season 3, and the ongoing feud with the rival Caldwell clan. These experiences have forged her into a warrior. But warriors have chinks in their armor. Cancer would be the ultimate test, forcing her to confront vulnerability. Imagine the monologues Anita alone in her bedroom, questioning fate, or confiding in Sophia about fears of leaving her family behind. The drama would be palpable, with close-ups capturing every nuance of Vasquez's performance. Moreover, this storyline could intersect with others in Beyond the Gates. Barbara, fresh from her legal victory, might step up as caregiver, mending their sibling rift. Edward, often distant, could rediscover his love through her illness. The children, Sophia the ambitious lawyer, Marcus the wayward son, would rally or fracture under pressure. And let's not forget the medical angle. Dr. Ramirez, with her own hidden past, could become a central figure, perhaps harboring a secret that complicates treatment. Soaps thrive on interconnected webs, and Anita's cancer would be the spider at the center. Why cancer, though? In a sea of possible ailments, heart disease, autoimmune disorders, cancer packs the biggest punch. It's unpredictable, allowing for remissions, relapses, and miracles. It invites guest stars, celebrity oncologists, support group cameos, and it resonates with audiences. Many have personal connections, making the storylines therapeutic. In Beyond the Gates, it would elevate the show from mere entertainment to cultural touchstone. But is there evidence beyond speculation? Fan forums are ablaze. On Reddit's r/spoilers, users point to leaked scripts hinting at a major health crisis for a core character. Twitter, or X, as it's now called, is flooded with hashtags like Anita Health Scare and Beyond the Gates. Elena Vasquez's recent interviews dodge health questions artfully, fueling rumors. And the show's producers, known for social relevance, have teased stories that hit close to home in upcoming seasons. Let's imagine how this unfolds dramatically. The diagnosis episode, Anita in the doctor's office, steel white walls closing in. "I'm sorry, Mrs. Harrington, but the biopsy confirms it's stage 2 breast cancer." Cut to her driving home, rain streaking the windshield like tears. She pulls over, sobbing, the weight crushing her. Then, the reveal to family, a dinner turned confessional, plates untouched as truth spill. Edward's denial, Sophia's resolve, Marcus's anger, emotions raw and unfiltered. Treatment arcs would be grueling yet gripping. Chemotherapy sessions, hair loss masked by elegant wigs, side effects testing her spirit, support from unexpected quarters. Perhaps a former enemy offers solace. Romances could ignite a flirtation with her oncologist, adding spice. and the cliffhangers, a complication during surgery, a false hope dashed. Beyond drama, this storyline educates. Soaps have historically raised awareness. Think Guiding Light cervical cancer plot. Beyond the Gates could partner with organizations, blending fiction with advocacy. Counter-arguments. Some say it's fatigue from Barbara's case, not cancer. But symptoms don't align. Fatigue resolves with rest, not escalating tests. Others speculate a pregnancy twist. But at Anita's age, unlikely. No, cancer fits the narrative puzzle. In conclusion, something is indeed simmering within Anita, and we at TV Soap News and Spoilers are convinced it's cancer, unfolding in the richly textured world of Beyond the Gates. This storyline promises tears, triumphs, and timeless drama. Stay tuned. Soap fans, the best is yet to come. What do you think? Drop your theories in the comments below.